is Deposoy, and I'm going to tackle about transaction processing system, decision support system, and executive information system as our final requirement for a subject MIS under Mr. Zaraster Saicon. So first of which, I'm going to tackle about transaction processing system. So first, I will going to define what a transaction processing system is. So, a transaction processing system is a software system, or let's say, a combination of both software or hardware that supports transaction processing. So, the main purpose of this system is that it serves operational managers and staff, perform and record daily transactions, and necessary to conduct business. So, it also allows managers to monitor status of operations and relations with external environment. It also serves predefined structured goals and decision making. So the purpose of this system is to answer routine questions about the flow of transactions through the organizations. So these systems are a necessity for any business. So I will give you an example of this kind of system. So it includes systems that manage sales or order entry, airline reservations, payroll, employer records, and manufacturing, and also shipping. So a transaction processing system is beneficial to any organization because it does the transactions more efficiently. So I will give a concrete example of a transaction processing. So let's say, for example, when you purchase a book from an online bookstore, you exchange money in the form of credit. So if your credit is good, so a series of related transactions ensures that you get the book and the bookstore gets your money. So however, if a single operation in the series fails during the exchange, the entire exchange fails. So you do not get the book and the bookstore does not get your money. So the technology responsible for making the exchange balanced and predictable is called transaction processing. So let's now proceed to decision support system. So a decision support system is an information system that supports business or organizational decision-making activities. So DSS serve the management operations and planning levels of an organization. So it is used usually for mid and higher management. So it does help people make decisions about problems that may be rapidly changing and not easily specified in advance. Like for example, an unstructured and semi-structured decision problems. So decision support systems can either be fully computerized or human-powered, or a combination of both. So DSS uses the summary information, exceptions, patterns, and trends using the analytical models. So a decision support system helps in decision making but does not necessarily give a decision itself. So it simply means that a decision support system does not give you let's say it does not decide, but it does not decide. It solely relies on the decision maker. So it just helps the decision maker to come up to the right decision. So let's now proceed. So there are two types of decisions. Let's say the two types of decisions are programmed and non-programmed decisions. So programmed decisions are basically automated processes, general routine works where these decisions have been taken several times, and these decisions follow some guidelines or rules. So let's say, for example, selecting a reorder level for inventory is a programmed decisions. So let's now proceed to non-programmed decisions. So it occurs in unusual and non-addressed situations. So it would be a new decision. There will not be any rules to follow. These decisions are made based on the available information, and these decisions are made based on the manager's discretion, instinct, perception, and judgment. So let's say, for example, investing in a new technology is a non-programmed decision. Of course, because it does solely relies on the CEO's decision, whether he will going to invest to a new technology or not. So in other words, a decision support system generally involves non-programmed decisions. So therefore, it will be no exact report, content, or format for these systems. Reports are generated on the fly. So decision support system examples include manual systems, hybrid systems, all types of analytics, as well as sophisticated decision support software. So I will give an example of one common day-to-day decision support system. So example is the GPS route planning. So it determines the fastest and best route between 2 points by analyzing and comparing multiple possible options. So many GPS systems also include traffic avoidance capabilities that monitor traffic conditions in real time, allowing motorists to avoid congestion. So another example is the use of crop planning tools to determine the best time to plant, fertilize, and reap. So these are commonly used by farmers. So lastly, another example is for medical diagnosis software. So it allows medical personnel to diagnose illnesses for patients. So as a conclusion, a decision support system is really helpful in our day-to-day living because it gives us the convenience to come up with the right decisions, and also it does save time and energy, and also monetary aspects as well. So we're now done with our second topic. Let's now proceed to our last topic, which is Executive Information System, or EIS. It is also known as Executive Support System, or ESS. So it is a type of management support system that facilitates and supports senior executive information and decision-making needs. So it provides easy access to internal and external information relevant to organizational goals. So it is commonly considered a specialized form of decision support system. So in simpler terms, an executive information system is a type of DSS, or what we call decision support system. So EIS, or Executive Information System, helps executives find data according to user-defined criteria and promote information-based insight and understanding, unlike a traditional management information system. So EIS can distinguish between vital and seldom used data and track different key critical activities for executives, both which are helpful in evaluating if the company is meeting its corporate objectives. So an executive information system combines critical information from all areas of the organization, so senior management gets a complete overview. So when we say senior management, they are the higher people in the company, let's say a CEO or a chief executive or a senior manager of the company. So an executive information system, or EIS, is a specialized information that used to support senior level decision making. So an EIS is not only for the CEO but for any senior manager or executive making strategic decisions to improve the long-term performance of the organization. So an EIS is also referred to as Executive Support System, or ESS, as what I've mentioned earlier. So senior management is the one responsible for a number of different tasks within an organization. including defining an overall vision, strategic planning, strategic organizing and staffing, strategic control, and crisis management. So an EIS is designed to support these various activities. So basically, an EIS is a type of decision support system, or DSS, but is unique in a number of ways. Okay, so this phrase means that an executive information system differs from DSS, which is decision support system, because this system is designed for senior management of the company. Let's say a CEO or any senior manager. So they are the common users of this system. This system is designed for them to use. So example of the system is digital dashboard with real-time view of firms' financial performance, working capital, accounts payable, cash flow, and inventory. So to give you a clear description of what an executive information system is, let's say you are the chief executive officer of a large company. So you have 35 locations in the country, and you have 35 locations in 12 countries, and you have a total of 20,000 employees. So how do you keep track of everything that is going on in the company? So in order for you to be an effective leader, what information are you going to need? So you don't have the whole day to read through dozens of reports or listen to a series of presentations. What you need is an executive information system. So, in other words, an executive information system, or EIS, is a specialized information to support senior level decision making. So, as what I've said earlier. So, as a conclusion, this system is really beneficial to the senior management of the company because it will help them in overseeing the success of the company. So that would be all. Thank you.